Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session of the Virtual Learning Festival brought to you by NUS ISS. I'm Sharon, and the title of my talk today is Upskilling, the Evolving Workforce with Digital Fluency for Tomorrow's Challenges. Let me start with a question. What do you think is at the core of digital transformations today? I believe many of us agree that it's not just about mastering new technologies. It is also about our people. How can we empower them with the essential skill set and mindset to innovate, adapt, and seamlessly integrate technologies to unlock our new value for our businesses and also our customers? So today in this talk, let's explore together how we can harness the power of digital fluency in our workforce to navigate the complexity we face in our business environment. During this talk, we'll explore various examples to showcase the power of core digital skills, such as fostering an agile mindset, making data-driven decisions, and embracing design thinking. These skills are not just tools to address our current business challenges. They are essential levers of innovations, propelling us towards our transformative business goals and equipping us to conquer future challenges. Additionally, we will discuss the common challenges in large-scale organizational upskilling and explore what are the potential strategies and innovative organizational learning approaches to navigate these challenges successfully. Your engagement during this talk is valuable. Please feel free to share your questions on the chat at any time during the talk. My team and I are here to address them throughout the session. Now, are you ready to uncover the people-centric side of digital transformation? As we know, digital transformation is not solely about the adoption of new technology in our business operations. It's a profound paradigm shift in how businesses conceive and deliver value using technologies. For these evolutions to be successful, we need to anchor our workforce in digital fluency. Why is it essential? As many organizations embrace new digital business models, their successes hinge on the workforce digital competencies. A digitally fluent workforce navigates tools with agility, promotes informed decision-making, fosters innovation to drive a competitive edge in a digital-first marketplace. But before we delve deeper into the importance of digital fluency in our workforce, I would like to hear your thoughts and invite you to participate in a quick poll. The question is, what does digital fluency mean to you? Is it being proficient in using a variety of software programs and tech applications? Or is it the ability to adapt and integrate digital tools to achieve specific goals? How about keeping up to date with the latest tech trends and gadgets? Tell us, what do you think? You can scan the provided QR code or go to menti.com and enter the assigned code on the screen. We'll give you a minute to complete this poll. As we look into the poll results, we can learn that digital fluency is more than just knowing the latest technology trend or being proficient in using tech tools. Digital fluency means how people embody the capacity to seamlessly adapt and integrate different digital tools to accomplish specific business objectives. Yet, this essential component is often underemphasized, even though it is instrumental in turning our digital strategies into real business opportunities. Individuals with digital fluency don't merely understand the how of digital tools. They understand the crucial why behind their applications. Take generative AI as an example. Technological proficiency might mean understanding its basic, that it can generate content based on patterns it recognizes from the large data set. But what about digital fluency? That's recognizing the why and the potential behind its applications. Someone with digital fluency would see generative AI is beyond just generating content. They envision its application in creating design prototypes, enhancing creative processes, or even predicting market trends. They don't merely use or deploy the tools. They strategically apply it to build new use cases to unlock innovative business opportunities. Therefore, being digitally fluent isn't just about understanding technology. It's about thinking digitally, adapting quickly, and integrating technology seamlessly into various aspects of work and life. At its core, digital fluency is a mindset, a transformative way of seeing, interpreting, and engaging with the world around us. Embracing digital fluency is not just a trend. It's a competitive advantage. The 2020 Global Digital Fluency Study by Accenture revealed that digitally fluent companies led in revenue growth, customer satisfaction, employee engagement, and they are also at the forefront of innovations and efficiency. Well, the next question is, how can leaders cultivate digital fluency in the workforce daily activities? Building digital fluency in organizations involves creating an environment and culture where employees don't just use digital tools, but are proficient and confident in leveraging them to drive business goals. So the question is, how can organizational leaders ensure that digital fluency becomes an intrinsic part of the workforce daily interactions and functions? Answering this question requires understanding the foundational elements that can enable our employees to adopt the right mindset and skill set to master their digital fluency. First, it is agility, which is more than speed. It's the proactive readiness of our workforce to anticipate and adapt to change. In a digital context, it's about swiftly adjusting to tech trends, reshaping strategies in real time, and cultivating a culture that views change as a catalyst for innovation and growth. Next, data-informed decision-making. To stay adaptable, we need robust data practices. This ensures our decisions are both accurate and strategic, keeping pace with fluctuating market demands and insight. Last but not least, continuous innovation. It's not merely about creating new ideas. It's about being customer-centric, understanding and anticipating their ever-changing needs. It's also about fostering a culture of experimentations, where failures are viewed as learning opportunities. When we talk about seeing agility, data, innovation in actions, let's see how these digital fundamentals have driven successes for one of the world's most recognized digitally transformed companies, Amazon. Amazon growth showcased the power of seamlessly integrating agility, data, and innovation, all underpinned by a customer-centric mindset. Their ability to quickly adapt to market shift goes beyond mere agility. With design thinking, they place the customer at the heart of their decisions. Their strategic use of extensive customer data further guides their continuous evolution. For example, recognizing emerging trends, they rapidly venture into AWS, Amazon Web Services amidst the cloud computing surge, and they also rolled out Amazon Prime Video as streaming gained traction. Their strategic shifts were agile, yes, but more critically, they were guided by robust data insights, ensuring that we're not only moving quickly, but also moving in the right direction. Amazon One showcased its innovative power with Amazon Go, a cashless store aimed at redefining the retail experience. It wasn't just innovation for the sake of it. Their agility combined with sharp data insights facilitated the realization of this concept. Their data not only assured them that customers desire such a solution based on user behavior, preferences, and purchase history, but they also know they are targeting at the real-world problems of long checkout lines. Yet, even with such an innovative strides, the recent closing of Amazon Go stores in the US served as an important reminder. Keen attention to evolving customer needs and continuous adaptation with innovation through design thinking are paramount in the digital age. Now, you might be thinking, my company is far different from Amazon. How does my company, which operates on such a different scale and context, can apply these insights? Yes, while the business context is different, but the rules of the game are the same for everyone. Whether you are a startup, a small medium enterprise, or a multinational corporation, the ability of your employees to integrate agility, data, and innovation is crucial. It is this synergy that enables our teams to deliver unique value propositions, positioning your business to meet today's market needs and anticipate those of the future. Well, understanding this in the context of big names like Amazon can seem daunting. So let's shift our attention to a smaller, more relatable scenario, a real-world example where these principles makes all the difference. Imagine for a moment in a bustling street in Tokyo. Here come Ramen U, a once popular ramen shop, face declining sales. While their flavors were authentic, they were out of touch with the evolving demands of their customer base, especially the younger tech-savvy crowd. Miko, who grew up serving Ramen U dishes, was not just a regular customer, but also ran a small digital consultancy business. She recognized that the shop's issue mirrored the challenges many businesses face today. Seeing an opportunity to both save her favorite restaurant and demonstrate the practical application of a digital business skill, she offered her expertise. Now, the owner, especially the old guards of Ramen U, were initially skeptical. The thought of changing their time-tested methods was daunting. However, Miko's passion was undeniable. She proposed starting small. Let's adapt, but step by step. Adopting agile principles, they began by introducing time-limited special menu based on the current trends, measuring the responses, and refining the offering based on customer feedback. To better understand their customer, Miko introduced a simple digital feedback system. Customers could choose to scan a QR code and give real-time feedback on their meals. There were technical glitches initially, and also faced some resistance from customers who found it impersonal. But later, the collected data started painting a story that helped Ramen U better understand the changing customer preference, such as the rising demand for vegetarian options from a more health-conscious society, and a preference for spicier broths among certain customer segments. With data in hand, Miko conducted workshops with the Ramen U team to foster a customer-centric mindset and practices. They play customer roles to understand their pain points firsthand, from waiting times, menu confusions, or even the shop ambience. It wasn't all smooth sailing. There were heated debates and differing views. but the ultimate goal was clear to everyone, and that is to enhance the customer journey to ensure a delightful experience with every bowl of ramen. By collaboratively identifying and addressing pain points, the team started to appreciate the effectiveness of Miko's approach. As time went on, some changes flowed, others flourishes. But with a mix of agility, data, and customer-centric innovations, Ramen U evolved, but they retained the core value of their business, the authentic ramen. But now, they also offer a modern experience that stays true to Ramen's U's authenticity. Ramen U not only regained its lost customer, but also carved a niche in a competitive market, proving that traditional businesses can thrive in the digital age when they adapt and innovate to meet their customer changing needs. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is, while agility, data, and innovation are individually powerful, their true strength lies in their combined force. Each element on its own can lead to small incremental changes. But when you integrate them with a strong synergy of digital fluency, that's how you can unlock the innovation and drive exponential growth. Up to this point, I have covered the what, the necessity for digital transformations to be supported by strong digital fluency in the workforce, enabled by the synergy use of agility, data, and innovation. However, true transformation occurs only when individuals have the capability and empowerment to drive change. In the next part of this talk, we'll explore into the who and how of digital fluency. Specifically, which members of your team should be equipped with these core digital skill sets? How can you support them in building these competencies? And how do you ensure they are not only master digital fluency, but also collaborate effectively to enhance problem solving at the workplace? In today's digital landscape, everyone, from HR to sales, must become a digital professional. This isn't about becoming a tech expert, but embracing the agility, data-driven, and customer-centric mindset and skills to redefine our work and value creation. To better understand the essence of agility mindset and skill set, picture a flock of birds soaring in the sky. As they glide, they form these intricate patterns, effortlessly adapting and repositioning in response to their leaders and environment. Now replace that sky with today's dynamic business environment and those birds with the agile teams in the companies. Agility is not just about navigating through the business environment with speed. It's about doing so with coordination, purpose, and adaptability, much like a flock of birds. This constant adaptation, synchronization, and harmony, that's the heart of understanding business agility. Having visualized what true business agility looks like, let's think about what differentiates doing agile from being agile. Which of these scenarios best illustrate the difference between doing and being agile? Do you think it is reading a recipe versus cooking a meal? Or buying a gym membership versus regularly exercise? Or it could be all of the above. Well, the most fitting answer is all of the above. Here's why. Doing agile refers to adoptions of agile tools and methods. It's about following the processes and employing the prescribed practices. It means taking an iterative approach to solve complex problems, adapting swiftly to change, and continuously delivering value. Let's look at some tangible examples. Many agile project management teams often use tools like Jira and Trello to keep projects on track. But it's not the tools that define agile. It is how they use it. Breaking tasks into digestible pieces, prioritizing them, and working in sprints to incrementally solve complex problems. Although agile methodologies are commonly practiced by software development teams with their frequent feature releases, agile practices is not limited to tech. Imagine an HR team facing challenges in recruiting the right talent quickly in a competitive market. Instead of sticking to traditional methods, they adopt an agile approach. After every recruitment drive, they gather feedback, not just internally, but directly from the candidates, understanding their experiences, what worked and what didn't. They then implement this insight into the next recruitment cycle, iterating and refining continuously. Over a few cycles, they significantly reduce the hiring time and improve the candidate experience, all while securing the best talent. This isn't just only adaptation. It is also doing agile in real time, using feedback loops to drive continuous improvement in the recruitment process. So, doing agile is not just implementing methods, but also harnessing them to effectively tackle complex challenges across various domains. Now, on the other hand, being agile goes beyond methodologies and framework. It is a mindset and a culture. It's about internalizing agility so deeply that it becomes second nature, shaping not just our decision, but our identity. For example, think about the jazz musician who, after mastering the scales and chords, can improvise melodies on the fly. They can feel the rhythm, anticipate the next note, and adapt to the vibe of the room. Similarly, in the business context, being agile is like a CEO who, when faced with this sudden market shift, can rapidly realign their company's strategies. Or a development team that can pivot their product based on real-time user feedback. It isn't just about adopting agile tools or practices, but living the essence of agility in every decision, ensuring consistent value delivery. While agility is about adaptability and responsiveness, data is our compass in navigating the ever-changing digital landscape. But what does it mean to truly understand data-driven decision-making? How can organizations practically instill this data-centric mindset? Let's dive into how data drives our decisions. First, it's about identifying and collecting data that aligns with our core business objective. We need to know which data metrics serve our business vision and mission. Then comes the art of data interpretation, using cutting-edge analytics tools like Google Analytics, Tableau, or Power BI. These tools are not just for number crunching. They help us understand the story behind the data. But tools alone are not enough. We must cultivate a culture where every team member instinctively looks to data as their guide. Every individual, from the CEO to the ground-level executive, shall ask, what does the data say, before making a choice? Data-driven decision-making isn't a static, one-off task confined to isolated instances of data collection or analysis. Instead, it's a dynamic, ongoing cycle, continuously harvesting and leveraging data insights to fine-tune our digital business strategies meticulously. This powerful approach to decision-making supercharges our agility. Armed with real-time insights, we can swiftly recalibrate our strategies, ensuring that our actions are always attuned to the current needs and opportunities. Being agile and data-driven is essential, but it loses its value if we don't address the real needs of our customers. That's where design thinking and innovation come into play. You see, design thinking is more than just following a methodology. It's a way of viewing the world with a focus on human needs. How do we ensure that such a perspective becomes a second nature to our teams? Firstly, we must always begin with empathy. Design thinking emphasizes a profound understanding of our users' experience. Our team need to deeply immerse themselves, not just grasp the surface level needs, but to genuinely comprehend the underlying emotions, motivation, and challenges our users face. This isn't merely about identifying problems, but truly understand their context, nuances, and impacts they have on our customer life. Next, we dive into the world of prototyping. In our journey towards innovation, we unavoidably encounter the unknown. Challenges, users' behavior, and market reactions no longer always predictable in the complex digital world today. Prototyping acts as our compass in these uncharted territories. So it's not about crafting the perfect solution right away. No. It's about visualization, iterating, and refining. It's about bringing ideas to life. Central to the success of design thinking is the power of collaboration. Design thinking flourishes when we bring together different minds, different perspectives to solve complex problems with user-centric solutions. Therefore, it is important for organizational leaders to break down silos and foster cross-functional teams, tapping into the transformative power of collaborative thinking. In essence, integrating an agile mindset with data-driven insight and the principle of design thinking equips every team, every role to solve problems and deliver solutions that are both innovative and resilient in the ever-evolving digital era. Let's explore deeper on the potential organizational benefits of adopting such an integrated and holistic approach to digital skill building. Now, picture a team where every member, irrespective of their primary role, is fluent in digital language. For example, a marketing specialist collaborating with the tech team wants to incorporate a new feature on a website. Instead of just asking for a more engaging homepage, they specify, can we use dynamic content that changes based on user behavior? Meanwhile, a supply chain manager discussing with an e-commerce developer doesn't just request a faster way to track orders. They ask, can we have a dashboard that visually represents order status for easier tracking? This shared understanding is the essence of digital fluency, acting as the bridge that smooths communication, heightens efficiency, and amplifies productivity. In an era where technologies like AI, quantum computing, and blockchains are evolving at rapid pace, adaptability is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. Today's groundbreaking innovations might be tomorrow's outdated tool. By imparting core digital skills to our workforce, we are not just addressing the immediate digital landscape. We are also future-proofing our organization against the unpredictable shift that lies ahead. Upskilling isn't just individual training. It's a strategic move for organizations to embed a mindset of continuous learning and adaptation within the organization culture. This culture ensures that as the world evolves, the organization and its people evolve with it, staying ahead of the curve. However, as we embark on this journey of continuous learning and organizational-wide upskilling, it's essential to recognize that transformative initiatives come with their own set of challenges. It's our responsibility to acknowledge these barriers and proactively address them, ensuring a smoother transition to a digitally fluent workforce and organizations. Before we delve into the topic of organizational upskilling, I'd like to invite you to reflect on your own organization's unique challenge. The question here is, what is the primary challenge of your organization face when it comes to workforce upskilling? Is it a lack of time? Or could it be resistant to change? How about mismatch of skills? Or it could be lack of leadership support. So I'd like to invite you to participate in this quick poll. You can scan the provided QR code or go to menti.com and enter the assigned code. We'll take a minute to complete this activity. Change, even when positive, can be daunting. Employees accustomed to certain methods might resist new tools or techniques, not because they doubt their utility, but it also could be due to the comfort of familiarity. Successful adaptation largely depends on how we introduce new ways of working. Instead of presenting them as replacement, highlight them as valuable enhancement to existing routines. Encourage peer-led sessions where early adopters can showcase the benefit of these new methods in real scenarios. When team members witness direct advantages from their peers, it naturally triggers curiosity and makes adapting easier. Through this continuous learning and shared experience, we can ensure smoother transitions and foster a culture of growth. We also know in our hustle and bustle, dedicating time to learning can be seen as a luxury. When immediate tasks demand attention, setting aside hours for upskilling might not seem feasible. Recognizing the challenge of dedicating extended time to learning, one strategy that emerges as particularly effective is micro-learning. Instead of hours-long training sessions, think of acquiring essential knowledge through short and concise learning segments tailored for immediate application and retention. These concise, targeted short learning cycles allow employees to integrate upskilling into their daily routines without it becoming a burden. It's about making education accessible and manageable, ensuring it complements rather than competes with our primary tasks. For some, especially those distant from tech roles, the significance of digital skills might not be immediately evident. They might question, why does someone in HR or sales need to understand data analytics? To bridge this understanding gap, consider hosting cross-departmental workshops that bring this abstract concept to life by showcasing practical examples like how an HR decision significantly benefited from data analytics insight. These sessions serve a dual purpose. They clarify how digital tools can enhance varied job functions and also nurture a culture where every team understands and values digital fluency in their daily operations. Addressing these barriers require more than just awareness. But what if there is a structured approach to navigating these challenges, ensuring effective upskilling without overwhelming our teams? Recognizing these challenges, NUS ISS offers many programs designed to help organizations overcome some of these barriers. One of them is the Digitalization Passport, which is a blended learning program designed to enable you and your team to develop essential digital capabilities in data, digital agility, and digital innovation. With its blended learning approach, supported by dynamic online platform, the learners can enjoy flexible, self-paced online learning and interactive live sessions led by the instructor at the same time. What sets this learning program apart is real-world applications. Instead of pulling employees out of their work environment for extended time periods, it embeds learning within their weekly work routine. Now, imagine this scenario. A company-wide initiative is launched with the objective of fostering an agile mindset and practices across departments. Instead of pulling everyone into a lengthy training days, the company adopts a more integrated strategy. That is learning in the workflow. While the employees are learning about the agile mindset and skill set from the blended learning program led by the experienced instructor from well-known university, the employees can almost immediately apply what they have learned to their workplace. For example, every Monday, different departments can gather for a concise yet effective Agile Insights meeting. During this time, they discuss and share what they have learned about the core Agile principle from the blended learning program, such as delivering continuous value. The objective is not merely theoretical understanding, but practical application. For example, the marketing team, after their session, might try to offer incremental value through weekly content releases. Meanwhile, the HR team could seek feedback loops for after each hiring stage to refine their processes. And by the end of the week, the departments can gather in a shared space to discuss their week's learning journey, highlighting the wins, importantly, the learnings from their attempt at integrating agile methodologies into their work practices. These methods ensure that learning becomes an ongoing process, ingraining agility into the very fabric of their roles. Reflecting on our learnings and insight is valuable, but the real magic happens when we move from understanding concepts to actively practicing them in our roles. Imagine dedicating just half a day per week, learning new insights, then immediately applying them to our day-to-day tasks. This ensures not only knowledge acquisition, but practical application, bridging the gap between theory and practice. Take a data analytics team, for example. On a workday, they agree to dedicate the first 2 hours to learning about a new data visualization tool or technique. Once they have grasped the basic, they use the subsequent hours to visualize a current data sets they are working on. By the end of the day, they not only understand the tool's potential, but also enhance their ongoing reports with the new visualization techniques. It is a win-win situation. Organizations get to upskill their workforce without losing productivity, and employees get to enhance their skill while remain engaged in their roles. In conclusion, the synergy of agility, data, and innovation driven by the empowered individual, it is the cornerstone of thriving in today's digital age. Whether you are a small organization or a global enterprise, mastering digital fluency is crucial. I hope our journey through this talk has not only highlighted the importance of digital fluency, but also illuminated pathways for your organization to support upskilling your workforce to harness its transformative potential. Through programs such as NUS ISS Digitalization Passport Program, organizations can accelerate the pace of digital capability building in their employees, ensuring every member contributes effectively to the digital transformation journey. With that, I come to the end of my presentation, and I will be happy to take any of your questions in the chat. Thank you. Hi. So thank you for staying on this webinar. I will be happy to address any of your questions. So please feel free to put your question on the chat. Okay, I think there's one interesting question that I have received. So the question is actually asked about regarding the data-informed decision-making that I spoke earlier. Can I give some example of key metrics that organizations often overlook but should consider tracking? Yes, I think this is a very important question because we are faced with so much of data, like what kind of data they are important and should be a priority for organizations to track. And I'm sure today many organizations are already tracking a lot of data, the KPIs, especially from the revenue perspective and so on. But what I would like to highlight is one of the very important data I think we all should take note is customer outcome metrics. That means data that really matters from a customer perspective. I think one example that I can share is that recently there was this story about a local bank. I'm not going to mention the bank's name, but I think it's a very good example where the bank recognized and they also want to measure how long the customer actually waited to apply for a service or to apply for a loan. So the customer wait hours is really the new KPIs, the customer-centric KPI they start tracking. And that really transformed the customer experience, right, that this bank offer to the customer. So I think the customer outcome metrics is something that I think all organizations should start looking at and what that means to your own organization. What numbers or what KPI matters to your customer outcome? So thanks for the questions. Maybe I can also take the other questions that I've seen here. Okay, so this question is about, looking forward, what type of emerging technologies or trends do you think will be crucial for organizations to incorporate into their digital fluency training in the next 5 to 10 years? Yes, I think today, I'm sure many organizations are already invested in training, upskilling, especially from in a technology space, right? I mean, AI, data, IoT, machine learning. I'm sure many organizations are already putting priority and recognize the importance of such training. But if you ask me looking ahead, especially with the emerging and how technology has evolving, I think digital ethics is one very important aspect I think all organizations should really put some focus on, especially as an employee, as a people. How do we understand what digital ethics are all about? How important digital ethics, especially when we deal with our customer, when we deal with our business, and being responsible of using AI. Because today we also see, as much as we all enjoy or taking the advantage of AI, we also see there are a lot of risks, there are a lot of unintended consequences. So I think everyone has a responsibility in the organization to also understand how to use AI responsibility to make the right decisions or doing the right thing, right, for the customer and even for the employees. So I thought that is actually one also important aspect for organizational to take note, in terms of what sort of important trainings for the employees going forward. Thanks for the questions. Any other questions from people who are here to after you listen to some of the points that I share in my talk? So feel free to ask any question, especially questions that matters to your organization today, what you are doing today, and maybe some of the challenges that you would like to hear some perspective. So I'd like to invite you to also share those questions with us, and we can have a short discussion about that. There's another question that comes up. It talks about, or it asks, right, what are some innovative methods for continuous learning and upskilling in the remote or hybrid work environment? Yeah, I'm sure after three years of COVID, remote and hybrid working environment will be here to stay, and how that actually changed the way we upskill our employees or even conduct training or help our employees to learn, right, continuously to learn in a hybrid or remote environment. So I think one of the good things is because we have so many types of technologies that can enable such remote learning or even hybrid learning. I mean, we are never short of technologies to enable us to do that. Even when we meet physically in office or even in a physical workshop, we also use technologies to connect, to collaborate, right? Using all the collaborative tools, or even be able to connect with some participants remotely, right? Using Zoom, using workshops, virtual workshop, and so on. So I believe there's still a lot of opportunities we can leverage on technologies to connect people remotely or even in a hybrid environment in terms of how to learn together, right? Especially when we want to conduct workshops or we want to continuously help the team to learn, to share, and to access to informations. So I'm sure there's a lot of LMS tool we can explore. There's a lot of collaborative to leverage on. I think the more important question is, how can we help our employees to be more open and to also see how these tools can actually help them, that can benefit them, right? I mean, putting tools out there is one thing, but how do we encourage? How can we influence our employees to use those tools to, especially in their work context, right? To achieve, the things that they need to do at work, either to solve problems, to get access to the right data in a timely manner, to share, and also to help one another, right? To assess, the insights that they need, yeah, to deliver their work. So I think having tools is one thing, but also make it accessible, make it, the awareness of the tools and the benefit of tools are also important as well. So I hope that's helped. Any other questions that I can help to answer? Okay. Well, thank you for those who have submitted your questions. If there are no further questions, I'd like to thank you again for joining this webinar. So wish you have a good day ahead. Thank you.